you doing? This is Professor Farrow over at Farrow Academy in Elmhurst. I'm going to show you guys a few options from a closed guard break to some passes. I've been working with my students this week about opening the guard, but what to do once the guard is open. So I'm going to start in our closed guard. So with this break, this is one of my go-tos when I'm in somebody's closed guard. I don't start reaching up here. I want to keep my posture just like we always do. So what I do right away, I grab the drawstrings with my hands and I want to bring my elbows in. Okay, so the thing you gotta to worry about when you do this, I don't want to bring both my elbows in because I have to bring my body up, and if she pulls me forward, I'm gonna come right back down. Okay, so what I might do is when I start out, just kind of keep her posture down a little bit, grabbing her lapel. Then I have one grip, then I could work on the other grip. Now, the other important thing I have to do with my knees is I have to stagger my knees. I don't want to keep my knees together because I don't have a base, and she could sometimes get me off balance and possibly sweep me or just get my balance off. Okay? So once I'm here, my elbows, I want to try to touch my elbows, make myself small, and I'll stagger my legs backwards. Okay, this just gets the elbows inside even deeper. And now, all I'm doing with my elbows, I'm pushing outward. I'm not doing any digging in with my elbows or anything. That's terrible technique. Okay, we're not going to dig. I'm pushing down and away with the drawstrings, and I'm using my hand over here, okay? And I'm pushing her down as my elbows are in. So this should start putting pressure on her ankles as I'm kind of pushing back. My lower back should be driving backwards towards her ankles as I'm pushing her away. So this is pushing a lot of pressure on. Now, if I have to, I got to put my right knee behind her butt, and now I just come back to break the guard. Okay, so I was showing some over-unders this week. I was showing double unders, but I'm going to go to this one right here. Okay, this is kind of be like a hip switch pass. We're going to force the knee. When I'm here, I'm going to keep both my hands controlling her hips, okay, especially my right arm. I want to stop her left leg from coming over and getting me stuck in half guard from here. Okay, I love the baseball slide from here in a way, but sometimes you can't get to it. So what I want to do, I want to pin her leg down again. Hands are still at the hips. I'm controlling this other leg. Okay, but I got to get this leg down. Now, with my left knee, I'm just going to pull my knee in, just like this, and pin her down a little bit. Okay, now I'm not going to stay here. Okay, but the reason now with my right hand still going to be at her hips, I'm pushing her leg away. If I don't, she could end up locking me in a half guard. Okay, and I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so my hands are going to stay right here. Okay, now at this point, once my leg is already over, all I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab around her head, and I'm going to control. I could grab the collar, but I like grabbing the opposite shoulder and kind of pulling her as I drive my shoulder into her head so she can't turn into me. Okay, so I'm going to do the hip switch. Now, when I do the hip switch, you see, notice how my butt's not on the ground yet. Okay, if my butt is on the ground, it's not that strong right now. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm up on my butt, pushing off my toe, and driving into her. Okay, so she can't turn into me. At this point, she should feel pressure, and I have control with my hand on her shoulder. Now, all I'm doing is replacing my foot with my hand. Okay, right when I take the foot out, I just replace it with my hand, and I'm going to walk, and I'll walk her hips all the way to the side, and I'll pull her into a good side control. Okay, let's do it again. And there's a few options we could do from here. Okay, I'm going to do the same one a little quicker. So we just grab inside, make yourself small. Okay, walk back, put that pressure. It should about breaking already. Here we go ahead and we break, push down, and I'm going to pull as I drive the knee, hug the head, hip switch. Stay heavy. Back again. Okay, so make sure you get that post out. Don't come down. Don't just stay on your hip as you do the hip switch. Okay, now we're going to do a second option from here. Okay, so usually when this happens, and this is the danger of it, so say we go for the break, make yourself small, break, I come in, okay, I go for the head control. Now, at this point, your opponent should start to try to turn into me Just like this. Now, if I'm on my butt and she turns into me, she's going to be able to knock me off balance. Okay, so that's why it's very important for me to kind of drive into her so it's harder for her to turn into me. Exactly. However, she still feels like she does. So as she turns into me, I'm going to grab her left knee, like on the side of her pants. I'm going to pull, remove my left leg, and step over with my right leg and just get right into the mount. Okay? So let's do that again. So you're just using the momentum. Hands underneath. Make yourself small. Bam. Forward. The hip switch. She bridges. Right into the mount. So those are my two passes from that position when I lead with the left leg forward and I'm not going for the baseball slide. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube, and we'll be back next week for some more videos. Oh.